Welcome to the Stats on Stats Pod. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta lower the voice or lower the volume on your phone.
Because I'm inside of the call. I was like, why am I echoing? Oh, look at my. Hey, that's cool, man. Can I screen record this? Wait, go back.
Yeah, you
that
can.
was cool. I like that. All right. Okay.
I'm gonna start your timer.
Oh, timer started. Did we record? Are we recording?
We are
Oh,
recording.
we have to be because I see myself.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Okay. Hey, Dan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the invitation. I'm happy to be here, and I'm curious what this podcast is about.
Me too.
We don't know.
Me too. We don't know. It could be about anything. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, do you have any, it's Saturday. Do you have any cool plans? Or what time is it? You're kind of late, right?
It's 8 p.m. here.
So your plans are already done.
Yes. I don't have any other plans for today, so this was the plan for today, to be here in this podcast, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so he's not going to the club or nothing. He don't be outside like that. That's cool.
Where are you at, Don? Where are you at?
I'm located in Romania, Bucharest.
International.
International. We have international podcast now. We got international.
Yes. Yes.
All
you
right
are.
then. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So do you know what's oh wait, you haven't met Tiffany. Tiffany, do you want to meet Dan?
Man, I've been emailing him back and forth. So, hi.
Hi, Tiffany.
Nice to
Thanks
see
for
you here.
for the emails and everything, and also for the invitation.
Yeah, well, thanks for showing up.
I already met Dan, so now that we're done with this, okay. Do you know what's going to happen before we ask the actual questions people come here for? You don't know what's about to happen. Okay, that's cool. We're about to play That's My Jam 90s R&B edition.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa is right.
These songs are really hard, respectfully, so it's okay. All right, so here are the rules. All right.
I don't have it.
Look, it's okay. Most people don't. At this point, we just play the songs because we like to hear Guyana sing. So here's the rules. We're going to play the song. You have until the end of the song to guess either the name of the artist or the name of the song. If you know both, that's cool. It's a flex. The points are still going to be exactly the same. And you get 2 to 3 guesses, and I might throw in a hint depending on like what the vibe is. All right, so are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Anthony, song number 1, please.
I got all this love waiting just for you. I just gotta know that your love is true. Can't keep running.
Great vibe. I don't know whose song it is.
Wanna be your girl.
Like I said, we just want to hear Guyana sing.
The mood is
All
right.
right.
If I let you come inside tomorrow, will you hide? Will you be there for me?
All right, who is it, Tiffany?
Jade.
Don't Walk Away.
All
right.
Hang on, we gotta hear that.
Oh, he wants to hear it? Don't. Oh, she didn't hit the chorus.
Oh.
It's okay. But it's Don't Walk Away by Jade. That's
Oh,
okay. It's good. We're good. This is only the first one. They just progressively get harder anyway. All right, song number 2, please.
I suck at this game.
That you love me and you never leave my side.
Okay, Tiffany.
I don't know
Go
this
Get
song.
it.
Go off, Queen.
Through the bitter and through the thick and thin, you promised me, baby, that you wasn't going anywhere. Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
my R&B culture is not that elevated.
It's cool. It's common in the industry. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine.
It's coming. Okay.
You good. You good. Do you know this one?
No, I just know that moment.
So this is Tell Me It's Real by Casey and JoJo.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Like I said, it's cool because these get progressively harder. Song number 3, please.
The sweet sounds I'll ever hear
Play the whole thing.
are still inside my head. The kindest words I'll ever know are waiting to be said. The most entrancing sight of all is yet for me to see.
Still no.
And the dearest love in all
Do you
waiting somewhere for me.
do you know the
Is waiting somewhere.
you know the story with the girl who loses the shoe and then the prince has to find her based off of the lost shoe?
Yes.
Okay. So
That's
what's the name of
Cinderella.
the story? Okay, so close enough. So the song is called "The Sweetest Thing," and it's from the movie
right.
the movie Cinderella, but with Brandy and Whitney Houston. So we'll give him that. That was the only hint I got for you today, though, bud. Last song, song number 4.
They can say anything they want to say, try to bring me down, but I will not allow
I'll probably give him a hint.
anyone to succeed.
I should
Okay.
Clouds over
Brought
me,
some colleagues from my team.
Okay.
States.
hard to make me feel
Do you know who Nick Cannon is?
Well, I heard the name. I don't know.
Okay, I can't help you with this one. This
No,
one
okay.
is the final song is "Can't Take That Away" by Mariah Carey.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I recognize the voice though.
It's cool. I mean, you got more than most. One.
Nothing.
Most people get 0, so you're good. You're right there with everybody else. You're okay. You're good.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the reason people actually show up here. So if it's your first time, welcome. If you already know the vibes, welcome back. My name is Jordan, aka Jay, aka The Chosen One, aka Big Stepper, and I'm here with my co-host.
I am Tiffany B, and we're excited that you're here to join us for this episode of the Stats on Stats podcast, where we get to talk to leaders in the cyber IT technology spaces. Speaking of those leaders, we have somebody with us today, and he is going to tell you who he is, what he does in the space, and how long he's actually been practicing. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here. I'm Dan Tudorache. I don't know. It's hard to spell. It's Eastern European name. So yeah, I'm basically from Eastern Europe, from Romania, and I work with international teams, mostly in the United States lately, for different companies. And yeah, my history is broad. I'm already 20 years plus in the tech space, and I've been doing all kinds of roles, starting from network engineer until management, executive director, and now I'm director of delivery for Harper. So Harper is a startup located in Denver, United States. You will, you can get more details on that, but we're doing some pretty nice things, and we're also hiring. So,
Hey,
anyone interested? Oh,
is that a fake background or it says Riverside, so it's got to be fake. It looks so real though. It's got like the West Elm furniture in the background. Like I don't know, that's fire. Sorry.
yeah, thanks.
So my question for you, because you've been in the industry for a hot minute, like what inspired you to get into technology? Were you always about that life, or was this something that kind of hit you later on?
No, I started with this in mind. So my passion for technology comes from actually my father. My father was electronist, so I always had at home a mini DIY lab on electronics spread everywhere. And yeah, we made, actually he made things work, and I watched mostly. But I also got the chance to make some be the apprentice and helper there. But when I found out about computers, and when I found out the computers are not only hardware, and it's also software, and the software is the one that makes it shine, and the hardware makes it work. But I decided to go to the computer engineering university and follow the programming in early school classes. So that was my start with technology, and I was eager to learn everything. So that happened around 2000 when I got into university. So that's when I began to learn more about physics in computer engineering and so on, with processors and how to build those things. It was hard, a lot of mathematics. Each year we had hard mathematics to follow, from starting with algebra and matrices and so on, until analysis, advanced analysis and other things, where those were the most difficult from the university. And the other one was, now we're doing some stuff programming and microprocessor and so on.
So what you're saying is you had to do really hard math before you got to do fun stuff?
Yes.
That's what I heard.
In the first years, you do really hard math and physics, electronics and so on.
Why you do physics though? Like, what does physics have to do with any? I'm sorry, respectfully. What does physics have to do with anything? Like, what does it have to do with literally anything at all? Somebody explain it to me, please. Come on, somebody. No, nobody. Okay.
It's physics are the basics of how computer works and how everything works. So that's the base of understanding the phenomenon in computer science, but in computer engineering, starting with. So to have a broader picture of why things work, you need to understand how those things are made and how the signals are created and how the data is transferred to from a source to another, and so on. Yeah, that's networking and the other concepts.
Okay, yeah, he said you turn the computer on. That's physics, dummy. Damn, okay, got it. Tracking, thank you.
Right, and after that, you put some software there to happen things.
Yeah, we were interviewing somebody from, is he from Denmark? Was Bertram from Denmark? He was telling us too, though, like, so here there are people who might go to school and be like, oh, I'm gonna go to school for cybersecurity, right? And that would actually be their legitimate major. They'll have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. Mm-hmm. But he was telling me in a lot of like European countries, your degree is in computer science, and then anything else is like, okay, and also you like this other thing. But for the most part, like, you have to have a degree in computer science to essentially do things in technology. So yes. I guess that's why we suck at math, because no one forces it on us. But
right, because first it comes with broad knowledge about phenomenon and environment and everything you need to know about computer science and how computers are working with each other, and after that, in master's degree or specialty or whatever you want to follow, you can go and study more about a certain domain, which can be AI, ML, cybersecurity, and so on. So, yeah.
Right on. So what do you do? You do a lot of things though. You don't just do tech, right? So let's do a quick like touch point on each thing, right? So you don't just do technology. No. You also do other things. So what else do you do?
Well, I also followed psychology university. This after 15 years of tech, working in tech and seeing different behaviors and different, patterns on why project fails, why team fails, and so on. I decided to study more about the human behavior and psychology, and to understand that human part, because computer science gives you the mental structure how to think, laser focused, right? But psychology gives you the why. So linking together what with why, you have the whole piece of the puzzle. So that's why I joined that part, and I've done different specializations there, like coaching degree, also to get to understand more and how to help people more to get more from their life and from their careers. And that's what I missed as a computer technician or programmer or whatever I have done before, because it was that human part we skipped in school, we skipped in education and so on, because it was like that. We were not forced, but what was given to us were only the technical and mathematics to study, right? And not the human behavior, and not the human interaction, not communication, and so on. So why are those important? Do you think are important? Someone watching here.
Yeah, of course. Of course. So would you say that falls under like your interest is like cyber psychology type deal?
Well, that's another thing, and I was crossing my mind. It was crossing my mind to go into more details about forensics in cyber, security and so on. But life happens in the end, and I decided to create some programs to help actually people from tech in order to get more from their career by learning how and why and the psychology tricks to get more of their career and life. So linking those together, it's good and it's great to be the best programmer or computer scientist or whatever you want to do in life. But having psychological skills makes you even greater.
Thinking about being able to teach things like, I guess, empathy, right? In the middle of what's happening in the world, around the world right now, or at any point in time when everyone is so laser focused on like logic and technology. Like, what are some things that you found have been the most helpful in order to really drive home caring about others?
Yeah, great question. So we're living in a open world, and projects are international. This podcast, it's international, and everything happens with people you don't expect to have in your life, in your show, in your team, in everything. So going back to your question, I do believe that psychological safety is the one that makes us feel safe in a team. It's the one that help us show empathy. It's the one that creates the space for us to evolve, to help others, and also to create great things. So this is something we need to look forward on, to develop those skills. And empathy is the one that is putting everything together. So, for example, we have a meeting, or let's say code review, right? And you are the one that does that code review, but you need to understand the perspective of the other people. Why did they do what they did, how they thought, how they feel doing that or not. I mean, there are multiple facets here, but going, thinking, and listening the others creates the space for empathy to come. And empathy, it's inclusion and accepting others too, their point of views and everything. And that makes that space to create great things.
That was I like that answer. And that was a really good question. And actually now I have a question for you specifically. What inspired that question? Because that was a very like good observation of what's, happening currently. But what for you inspired that question?
Well, he was talking about really how, you have to be so laser focused at the time. And for me, I'm like, it's easy to get so wrapped up into the tech. Even when you look at things like LinkedIn, sometimes I always feel like everything is about, being laser focused into how I'm improving and how I'm developing and how I can build out this resume. And for me, I'm always like, but I'm a person. So let's talk about, what makes me excited to do these things. And let me tell you, and so I'm just, how do we care about people beyond what we see in terms of their jobs and their roles, and just being able to, understand kind of that everybody is going through something, even though they're trying to show how they're growing.
Right. Always. And that's why listening skills are very important. I mean, everyone wants to talk about themselves, but few people stop to listen to the others. And that's an amazing skills you can have as a human, as a manager, as a colleague, and I don't know, parent, sister, or whatever it is, even a child. So
Facts. But so then at what point for you though, right? Because you were talking about how, your dad was kind of a catalyst for you to getting you into technology a little bit. So then at what point for you did you decide, it can't all be about the technology. It also has to be about the people around me and the people in it with me. Like at what point did that kind of, inspire you to want to know more about people and technology?
Right. And that's also a great question. And it makes me got back into my memory some episodes I have earlier in my career, because I never got from home those psychological skills that I needed to be, I don't know, a version that can self-sustain the emotions and communicate well and also listen, have empathy, and so on. No, I was pure technical. I was laser focused. This will be the highlight of the day. But from that laser focused, I understood that working with people is not always helping. You can be laser focused, and it's great to have the goal in mind and get your actions aligned with that goal or goals or whatever the scope is. But it's something more than that, right? I mean, we have that, but how we get back to creating that safety? And for me, I needed to have some bad experiences in my career, for example, to understand that I need more skills in this direction, right? So first time when I was advanced as a team leader and practically as a technical account manager, I realized that I need more than technical skills. And it's a fact. You can be the best programmer in the world, but when you are faced with angry clients, with burnout team, what do? You need those skills, and you need to sustain yourself emotionally, because no one will in the end, and it's no one's responsibility to keep your emotions and keep you on the best line, right? Focused and good and so on. And that's those experiences. I also got a burnout because of this, because I didn't have the skills, I couldn't sustain my emotions. And after that, I said, okay, I'm not well. And I wasn't well for 1 year or so, because the pressure was so high from both parts, the team, the managers, and also the clients, right? And I couldn't sustain. I was too young, too unexperienced for that role. And I understood, okay, I got the tech, but what I can do more for myself and for the others around me to get the best of it, of my life, of my career, of my job, of a project, of a client's needs, and so on. And that's why going and having those skills helped me after that, right? Building step by step by step in years. I started around 10 years to go and study this part.
Oh wow, 10 years.
Yeah.
Like for real, he really committed to that thing. He's 10 years.
Well, 10 years ago, I realized I need to do something more.
Okay.
And I've done few programs for myself in the first place, and after that, I've go to learn more, because I understood doing some bits and bytes, it helps you, but it cannot help you to help others. So I wanted also to help others when I realized career and life, even in tech, it's not only about tech, it's not only about programming, it's not only about the big startups fast in the world. So you need more than that. You and we are humans, and we need that human touch for us to feel alive, to be happy when we wake up in the morning, to have that focused energy and creativity when we're doing and building things. Because if we're not aligned with what's in our mind, with what's in our soul, things will go side. Always.
Yeah, agreed.
As a person who clearly publicly speaks about a moment where you were burned out during your career, and then as a person who is also coaching others, for me, that means that you've probably been in a room with someone who came to you for coaching, and maybe during that process, they started to get to a place where they also were reaching a point of burnout. Can you think of any time where you were a part of that kind of realization for somebody, and then talk about what was it for you that was able to help them to be able to kind of find their way out of that moment?
Right. And yes, it happens frequently. We don't want for anyone to experience this kind of emotions, bad emotional state, and so on, because when you're in burnout, actually it's not like a disease, because it's not physical. You cannot feel it, although you can feel it in your body if you allow your body to feel those emotions. And each other person feels it differently. Somebody might feel it in their stomach, in their lungs, in their heart, and so on. And others might shake. There are different symptoms of the burnout in the physical body, but it happens frequently, as I said, and I realized I can help people when they're in the state, just by being there in the first place, without giving those advices, without giving those, I don't know, mentorship, external perspectives, and so on. First of all, you need to get out of burnout to be able to do more and great things for yourself. But to be there for someone, to listen, to have empathy, to help, to be there when they need, is the first step in helping someone in this process, right? Because it's not. And I've seen lately a lot of both AI agents, right, focusing on psychology and so on. I don't think it's good for humanity. I know the opinions can be different, and one might say, okay, but we have this because we trained with the best of the, I don't know, programs. But human touch and human feeling and human warmth is different. You cannot feel that when you look at the computer in either written or whatever it is, because it cannot sustain us and keep our emotions and keep us feel safe in the end. And that's the first thing we can help also ourselves when we are in burnout, right? To get over that phase, to understand, okay, we're not good. I'm not good, right? And after that, doing something that help us keep the line, not going up or down, because sometimes that happens. You can go down when you don't have energy, you're staying down a lot of time, and you might have some pushes to go up, and you try doing, but the energy and the willingness and everything wears pretty quick, and after you get down again. So keeping the line and staying there and understanding what's the things that make you feel like that. Is it somebody? Is it something, a job or role, a process or whatever? Is it someone from your family? Is it someone, I don't know, from society? There can be different factors why people go to burnout. Even in career, because we are discussing about careers and so on, and being great technicians and great programmers, but we're humans in the first place.
What was the name of that movie that we watched, Tiffany, where the guy goes and buys the girl robot thing to clean his house? And then he has like a cyber affair.
Man, I don't remember the name of it. I want to say Megan, but I think Megan is that other little dog.
In Black Mirror?
Sounds like Black Mirror episode.
It wasn't Black Mirror though. It was a movie with who's that girl from Transformers whose jeans never got dirty?
Okay, I don't know it.
Megan Fox?
Yes, it was Megan Fox, and she was playing like an AI, and the guy was like, oh, she's gonna clean the house, and his wife is like really sick, and so like of course she's Megan Fox, and even though she's a robot, she's still hot. So he's like, I think I like you in like a way. So with the reason I asked this, right, is because we're talking about the importance of human touch and things like that, right? So right now, for instance, with therapists or like having a type of bot that you can talk to, it being totally not personal because, like you said, you're in front of a computer screen. So what are our thoughts though about these like cyborg human-esque AI robot things? Like, could that be equivalent at some point? Do we feel those robots, could it be equivalent to that human interaction? What are our thoughts about this? I'm serious. I'm so serious.
Whose company uses this? Is it a motto where they go, it depends?
All right.
Okay.
Yes. I agree.
I'll say it depends. And the reason I say it depends,
Yes.
people can relate to different things. So for me, I'm like, I watch people play video games with a controller all the time, and I'm like, it hurts my eyes to be shooting these people back and forth. Like, I can't follow the screens. And then I put on like this headset, and now I'm like, oh, all I gotta do is move my eyes around. Oh, cool, right? So maybe I might not have felt, I guess, that I could relate in some ways to a certain thing because of the way it is introduced to me or the way I have to interact with it. But, you know, there may be people who, like right now, there are people who live online inside some of those same worlds that I see inside of my Meta glasses, and they have friends and homies and they see them all the time. So I mean, yeah, somebody might have one of those Jetson robots in the house and just be like, what's going on? Like, have questions.
But look, guys,
it doesn't seem like you could do that.
Look, y'all, hear me out though. Hear me out. So relationships and our connections to people are oftentimes related to what we have in common, right? Oftentimes that's how we connect. What do we have in common? So you're talking to this robot and you're like, yeah, so I grew up eating peanut butter sandwiches in the hood. Is hot inside and outside, like, you know, and the robot's like, I don't get it. But then you could go ahead and just type in all the stuff you feel. Now y'all got that in common.
The robot's like, me too.
Right? I was just saying, could technically you essentially create a more empathetic and sympathetic interaction through, I'm gonna be the person to say it.
It depends. It's like, what do you...
Yes. And you can train machine LLM or whatever it is to be more empathetic, to show more empathy, and to be like, okay, you have the same history as mine or something like that, to click, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's fake.
But I could get around that because people are fake. People are. Am I wrong though? Anthony knows, he's a single man, so he understands. You go on a date, first date, he's like, oh, I love cheese fries. Girl,
Me too.
Me too. And then you fast forward a year and you're eating cheese fries. Ugh, cheese fries are disgusting.
But you said.
Did I?
Anyway, sorry, I got us really off track. Tiffany, you got us.
Okay, so let's shift gears, right? Because when you think about why maybe sometimes people would like to, let's program this so that it can understand me, and we can, you know, have discussions where, you know, I feel like we can relate to each other. Let's talk about situations where, as a coach, as a mentor, you have to communicate with people who've been in a world where they've been rejected. Not just, you know, people to people, relationships, but also work. So for you, based on like what you're doing in the psychology background and everything, what are some ways that you assist people, or some of, I say, your first two advices you would go to when people are dealing with kind of rejections from the world around them when it comes to their careers and it comes to their growth?
Yeah. And it can happen to anyone. It happens to me. It happened to me also in the past and might happen in the future. And it's not about the rejection. It's about how we compare ourselves, and not the compare is not the good word for that, but what we think about ourselves when the rejection comes from a company, from a person, from, I don't know, somebody. What do we think? What story do we tell ourselves when this happens, right? What? I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough for this role. I'm not good enough to be there. I'm not good enough to be in their circle. I'm not good enough to be someone's body or romantic partner or what's there. So getting this first to have as a base for our personality is self-trust, self-care, and trust in ourselves, right? And having that, starting with that, you say, okay, rejection, whatever. Rejection is not the end of the world. I'm not dying effectively tomorrow if that rejection comes. It can be another situation when and where I can get maybe better things than that. So many of us think, okay, we like very much a girl or a boy or whatever person, and we want to be in a romantic relationship with that, but maybe we're not on the same line. We don't like similar things, as we discussed on the the things we like, the price or movies, type of movies or whatever. But that's not about us. It's about the relationship. And it's not about either the other partner that it rejects you. It rejects that kind of relationships because they don't want that kind of relationship for two people that are not getting along, that don't have common subjects to discuss, or I don't know, many other things. They maybe don't came from the same, or not the same, or from similar backgrounds or whatever it can be. And this translates to our careers, our jobs, and everything in that professional part, right? Because we feel rejected by a company when we don't get a role. Yes, that rejection might mean a restart, might mean a redirection, might mean something else. And it's not always about ourselves that we are not good enough. We actually maybe don't fit for that role. And when and if someone accepts us in the role because we really, really want, but we don't have the skills, we don't have, I don't know, what we don't have, and they've seen that, things might be worse for us than when we have gotten that job, right? So if we got the job, for example, that we don't have enough skills, we don't have, we're not fit, we don't have so much experience, and they require someone with more experience, for example, what will happen? You will struggle to keep up with their requirements for that role. And that gives you a bad mental state. And the story you will tell yourself afterwards, it will be, okay, I'm not good enough for this job, what I'm doing. And we will give you that imposter syndrome, right? Many of us have the imposter syndrome, even that we are good for the role, because we don't trust enough in ourselves. You don't have enough trust in ourselves, and gives that imposter syndrome. But it's not the end of the world if we are rejected in everything we are doing. Either is talking with someone, either is a job, I don't know, it can be anything. And you can say whatever you feel this rejection might come from. But yeah, I'm also curious. Have you been rejected until now?
Can I spin the block? Because I got two things on this actually. I got two things on this.
Go ahead.
Is it cool?
Go ahead.
Are we cool? We cool. Okay, we
Sure.
cool. So you actually reminded me of something. Somebody recently asked me a question. They were like, if you're sitting on an interview panel, interviewing somebody, how can you as a person, because people know me, I love people, I'm nice, I want to see everybody win. So like, how can you ever say no to somebody, right, that you're interviewing? And it goes back to something that you said, right? It could be like, I really like this person. I like most people. It's hard to, pick a fight with me. Like I love most people. But if I'm interviewing you and I'm thinking about what the role is, I don't want you to be put in a position where you're going to be stressed out. Because based on this interaction, you cool, we could chill, we could hang. But I also don't want you to come here and then be stressed out every single day. Like, that's not going to be fun for you, not going to be fun for me. Like, if anything, come back later, right? When you develop the skills, it's a redirection. It's not a rejection. It's not me saying, I don't want you, I don't mess with you, nothing like that. It's come back later so that you can have the experience that you really want to have, right? So I really liked that you essentially said it's not, it's a redirection type vibe. I like that. And I was actually rejected one time for a job. It's one that really sticks with me, and I was rejected for a job before, and the way that it happened, I was really glad it happened the way that it happened. Not so much because I don't think I would have done a good job with it. But again, back to that redirection thing, I later on learned a little bit more about essentially, kind of the situation that I would be in. And I recognize now that I'm like, I would have hated that. So I'm really glad that even though I definitely know that, like, I feel like my skills matched, I would have been a great addition to the team. Really glad it didn't work out because I feel like I would have hated my life. I would have been like, yo, this sucks. Like, I can do the job, but the people around me, or you know what I mean? So you really hot take. I'm sorry. He had a hot take, but go ahead, Tiffany. Rejection. Have you ever been rejected?
I mean, yeah, there were a couple of things in there. And I really like that you kept coming back to the story that you tell yourself. I was reading one of Brene Brown's books, and she does all of the research on vulnerability and leadership, and she definitely, for me, opened my eyes to being able to take a second back and go, and also not just for myself but for other people, but say, okay, this thing happened, I took it as a rejection. And it may not have been that, but the story that I'm telling myself about this moment is that you're thinking this, and you're doing this, and this is how you feel. And maybe you feel like I can't do this job, but that may not be what's happening at all. And I'm glad that you mentioned like the job that you were thinking about well, not the job, but the interview and the process, and why I guess it's a rejection for the role, but you're also having to, for you, kind of wrestle with that vulnerability of being able to say, as a person, like, I wouldn't want you to be in this place, where you're going to also have to continue to wrestle in order to really be good at the role that you're in, or either to be able to, wake up every day and tell yourself a positive story based on what's happening around you. So a lot of good things happening here in terms of like how we interact with people when it comes to, rejection, and how you, I guess, move forward.
Yeah. So, and then another thing I was thinking about after you had initially started talking, and it got me thinking, so what's your pickup line? What's your pickup line?
I don't have a pickup line.
You don't have a pickup line? I mean, he started with a romantic relationship, so I was like, where's this going? No pickup line. Anthony, what's yours?
No comment.
I was going to say something, glad I didn't. Wait, you can cut it out. Want to make a video? Hey, Tiffany, what's your pickup line?
I'm going to use that.
Like, relationship pickup line?
Yeah.
You know me well enough to know I'm usually just like, leave me alone, so.
Yeah, Tiffany's pickup line is,
I'm not interested.
I don't really know you. and then somehow she finds a wife.
You fell for it.
Like, the reality of the situation is,
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're in tech. I mean, we're talking a lot about kind of the psychological aspect of some of the things you do, but I mean, realistically, you are in tech. So what keeps you wanting to work in tech, and then also for the people who are interested in getting into tech, what are, you know, a couple pieces of advice that you have for them?
Right. Why I'm still in tech? It's because I love it, and I love this field, and I tried to get only on the coaching and the mentoring and the program side, but I couldn't stay away from the game that I'm speaking about, and I'm mentoring and so on. So being a part of the game, or a side of the game, it's not helping, and I've seen that. And being in the middle of the game, understanding what's happening in the community, in the world, in everything, helps you help others better, helps me help others better, right? And that's a reality. You are there, you understand what you need to be in this this world, because it's world we are living in, and we are working. But it helps me to stay here and to understand the problems, to understand what's thinking right now in the world, in this domain, and that gives me the background to help also other people in my mentoring sessions and programs and so on that I'm building aside. But in the end, I work with the software engineering teams, I work with clients, I work in operational part and so on, because that gives us the ability to understand what's new, what's out there, what and how we can help better the world in this tech field. So what advice would I give for someone who is starting right now, who just got out of the college, or that wants to make a shift from other domain to tech?
Either one. The choice is yours.
I mean, yeah, it can be both. Yes. And as we can see, there is a lot of noise out there. Companies are firing people, and a lot of jobs are not available, a lot of type of jobs are not available, and so on. And that's also for software engineers, and not only for people from help desk or other roles they had, because a lot of roles were those aside of software engineering, but there were some from the engineering part. And my advice for people that still want to get into this the job is just not to be afraid of AI. Use AI in your own terms to understand how you can use that, how it can be leveraged to be better, right? But don't base yourself always on the AI. You still need to learn how to code, how to do things, how to communicate, how and how to understand what clients want, what your manager want, what people around you want. And that's developing the side skills that we have discussed about, right? And and that's why I'm preaching also this this part, because it's not about tech, it's all the skills combined and making a great version of ourselves in terms of helping others, but also helping ourselves to be better at our jobs, at everything. So
Right on.
is the AI part, but don't base yourself on the AI, because AI can give you whatever. It's based on how you use the commands to ask something from AI. But if you don't know what to ask for, it will give you crap. And you can understand that, because it's what you put in, right? and what you get out of it. Knowing how and what to ask will give you better results in the end. But as I said, it's not only that. So learn everything you can from your field. Either is how to use a technology, a tool, or software, I don't know, and everything in this direction, but also how to put it in practice. Once you master that, you go into get more speed, get better with the help of AI, right? And so on. So the world is shifting around careers and everything in tech. It's shifting. What I mean is not pure coding. It won't be pure coding. Code can do pure coding and other models, but we can be humans that connects, right? What clients want, what team want, and all the other things around. And speaking around, I don't know, fields you go into AI in technology right now. Of course, AI is the one that makes the world, change in this moment. But there are a lot of others that are and will be there, like network engineers, and this part, because we need communication, physical communication, and between machines and so on. That won't happen. Somebody needs to do that part, right? And there are also a lot of other roles and jobs that you can rely on. Cybersecurity that has a great impact right now, and more. But the other part for humans that, or people that are not in tech but want to get in tech, is to understand what they want, what part of the tech. The tech is so broad. I mean,
it sure is, yeah.
You can do what? Software engineering, programming, on whatever. What business styles? You want to go build banking, programs, or what do you want? How do you want to help? How do you want to create an impact in this society? It's a broad, very broad topic and field that we have right now. And just getting into something that we might not like, and that's because we have been offered some money for us to be there, it's not enough. So we actually need to like what we're doing, and we want to create an impact on with our job, with what we are creating. It's not about being there and taking a salary or wage. It's more than that. And
the money's not even that good.
I do love that.
The money isn't, there's not even that much money.
Oh, God.
How much, y'all out here thinking you about to get paid like international drug dealers. You're not. You're not.
But it's still it still can be a generational, as you'll say, generational wealth builder for many people who are coming from a place where they're community-wise, they weren't really seeing people who were making anywhere close to maybe $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. And if that's the intro, you're still putting yourself in a position where, your career isn't going to end at your first role. So
yes,
you'll continue to progress.
If you're chasing a bag, go sell health insurance. That's what everybody else is doing.
I mean, everybody chasing a bag somehow. But I do like that you are mentioning, right? You want to look for a place that you can have an impact, because a lot of times when you think about tech, for me, I think about, I'm doing something in cybersecurity, but there is kind of this broader idea of you can do tech in so many places. If you want to help, if you love cars and you like to build them and take them apart and stuff like that. We just talked to somebody today who literally used the tech in his car where he found 0 days in his car, which are, something he could have exploited
Yeah.
But yes, and I mean, he just really enjoys to, take things apart and put them back together in a car. And so
Right.
if that's something you truly enjoy doing, then I could see you doing something in tech that puts you where you're working for Ford or Tesla or
Yeah.
one of those places. Also, like Jordan, at one point she wanted to do something in the medical field. And okay, now she's in tech, but to be honest, she could go to like a children's hospital and be doing tech. And in that way, she might not be doing surgery, but she's still impacting, that place where children are coming to, and they have to be protected and they have to be safe, because those computer systems, those lights and cables, they connect to something, and there's money at the end of that for bad guy threat actor somewhere. So just if you're looking for the bag and technical jobs and roles can help you get there, but in in your soul and in your heart, you feel like the medical field is one of the best places to help people for their health, then see how you can get to a role that puts you in a hospital, or a role that puts you, I don't know, what's something else that people really love to do? Got anything?
Play basketball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can work for the NBA, but just think of where you want to be, and something that really resonates with your heart, and then they have tech somewhere. There's a computer, and you can find your way there to impact the world in the way that you want to.
You have to wrap that up with, come on, somebody.
It's Saturday. We're not at church today.
That was good. That was fueled with passion.
Oh, sorry.
That's how you had to end it with, come on, somebody.
It's so funny. Yeah. I mean, I was in the Army, and then I got out, and I did tech, my very first role for the Army. And one of the things that I always thought about when, looking for the bad guy is not finding this bad guy could impact somebody's lives over in a foreign country. And so for me, that's scary, but there's also a point of that makes you really passionate about what you're doing, because those people matter. And so
Facts.
I just feel like you can find that somewhere else too.
Nah, that's facts. Y'all hitting how do I do the thing with the nails? The clapping with the nails. I don't know.
It's so funny.
But no, we are at time, so we have to wrap it up. But thank you. I wish we had more time, because you just be dropping some serious gems. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Endless gratitude. We know that it's late where you're at, so we truly appreciate you taking the time to chat with us and share your journey and your insights, for sure.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and we can have so much to discuss, and there's a lot of things that can be brought up to light for people to understand that more in tech, just not only tech, and not only tech. What I mean is not only to learn how to program, not only to learn how to write software, or I don't know, do other things, but it's also the human part. It's also how we can help ourselves to be better by building those skills, right, that can elevate our mood every day. Having self-trust, building self-confidence, having good sustaining ourselves emotionally, because things are happening every day. A job, at home, I don't know. But having this ability to keep ourselves there in the game, focused all the time, even there are ups and downs, it's normal. We're humans. I mean, we cannot have 100% for everything throughout the day for all the things that we are doing. So let's say we have 100% in the morning, but some of us might have kids, and you get to work with 8%. And after that, you do a job, and at the end of the work hours, you are left with, I don't know, 30, 20, I don't know how much percent. It depends on how we get our energy also from what we're doing, because that's also possible. It's also possible to build our energy from the work we are doing and feel happy at the end of the day. Tired, but happy. But this 100%, we cannot have 100% all the time. It's, yeah, there is moments in the day, I don't know, throughout the year and so on, that we might feel up and down and have more energy for one thing and other energy for, I don't know, building new skills, learning new technology things, elevating and creating new connections, whatever. All the other things require energy, require focus, require us to be and be connected with all the other parts that are not tech, even that we are working in tech, right? So I'm grateful for being here. I know we have so much things to discuss, and this episode can be much longer. But as we are time limited, I'm grateful again for being invited, and for anyone that wants to discuss with me, you can find me on LinkedIn. Tudorache. It's I'm there, and also on my webpage, tudorache.com. You can find more about what I'm doing and what I'm doing else besides the tech director of delivery role. So yeah, and also come to Harper page to find out the jobs we're having right now.
Facts. The plug. Facts.
All right. Well, you already answered my usual questions. Everybody knows how to get in touch with you and ask you questions if they have more. So with that, thank you to everyone who decided to be a part of the Stats on Stats podcast for this episode. Listen in, tune in, watch the video, and I guess we'll see you next time.
Stay wavy.